6 News reporter Mona Nair is live in our newsroom with tonight's top story. Mona.
Lori, these are criminals on the move. They jump from state to state in the southeast. Police say they are experts at targeting antique malls and even have a child helping them. More than likely, the stash they got from Crossville will be pawned off in whatever state they hit next. It's tough to miss their big sign on the highway. The Antique Village Mall advertises themselves as the largest antique mall on I-40. The owner, Doug Solomon, says it was probably an invitation to criminals who target just these kinds of businesses.
Sure, it played into it because it told him, hey, here's the biggest one. Let's go, gang.
In this surveillance video, you see a man and woman in the store with a young girl. Police say they spend at least an hour checking out the place. Make no mistake, the large, busy store has a lot of security. Cameras everywhere, and all the cases are hooked up to alarms. Still, the video shows the man pocketing a whole lot of jewelry. The next day, the group returns. This time, there's a woman with the trio. When the group returned, Doug says the young girl and one of the women distracted him, asking to look at something at one end of the 12,000 square foot facility, while the other two were all the way on the other side, making their move and stealing.
It took him perhaps no more than 20 seconds each time. That's a very short time too. So he knows exactly what he's doing. He's not playing. He's serious.
In addition to the thousands of dollars worth taken from here, Crossville police have linked the group to identical crimes in Georgia, Alabama, North Carolina, and other parts of Tennessee.
People like this, when they get into something that's easy for them, they're going to keep doing it till they get caught.
They're hoping this video helps stop these criminals before they reach their next victim.
He's really, really good, but he'll be caught.
Because these criminals were in the Crossville area for at least 2 days, police are checking area motels to see if they stayed in one of them. Also, antique malls in the region are asked to be on alert. Chances are they may target others. Live in the newsroom, Mona Nair.
Mona Nair is live in the newsroom with the new developments in tonight's top story. Mona.
Gene, when our story aired showing video of these criminals stealing, a business owner in Clinton and police in Maryville recognized those people. They've linked the Crossville suspects to identical crimes in their areas, and now because of our story, 3 different departments are working together. They say they are very close to releasing the names of these suspects. You see a man, 2 women, and a young girl walking into Antique Village Mall in Crossville.
We have a very tight security system here.
Despite the locks and alarms, you find them stealing thousands of dollars in coins and jewelry in a matter of seconds. Kate Hale, who owns a similar store in Clinton, watched this video we aired Wednesday night.
When we saw the video on TV, on the 11 o'clock news, we knew that it was the same person.
She recognized the same man and woman who targeted her store twice, most recently earlier this month. In all, they stole more than $15,000 worth, always using the same strategy. One distracts the store owner while the other makes a move.
Comes in with a woman, distracts you. They just sort of shop around.
They got my attention. The little girl wanted to see in another booth.
One of them wanted to see something in the very back of my store, so I took one of them back there and opened up a showcase.
At Parkway Antique Mall in Maryville, police linked our video to the crime here. More than $13,000 worth in gold and jewelry were taken 2 weeks ago.
You would never suspect them. They look like normal people, not somebody that's dressed in bum clothes.
The group's already been linked to antique mall thefts in North Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, and other parts of Tennessee. Authorities in East Tennessee hope they can put an end to this spree. Their victims can't wait.
I felt violated. I felt upset. I was mad.
You feel very vulnerable. You feel like they're watching you.
It's very disgusting as a businessman.
Authorities say they are very close to releasing an ID on these 2 suspects, but it's possible they could be part of a much bigger ring. Again, antique malls are asked to be on high alert. You saw what happened at all 3 of these businesses just this month. Live in the newsroom, Mona Nair.
6 News reporter Mona Nair first broke the story and joins us now live in the newsroom with these new developments in tonight's top story. Mona.
Jean, in the last few months, so many antique malls in North Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, and here in Tennessee have been hit. But authorities believe this multi-state crime spree has finally come to an end. The arrests were made in East Tennessee, the alleged criminals telling police how they went about their operation. Investigators say Marlon Bell, his girlfriend Amanda Carrington, and Bell's sister Catherine Buckner were the main players in the antique mall crime spree. Police tell us they admitted to making antique mall thefts a full-time occupation since last fall.
They were doing this 5 to 6 days a week. They will go to different stores.
Hitting the same kind of store in several states, the trio told authorities they'd always target gold and precious metals, quickly pawning it off for cash the next day.
They said, well, just how much are you making doing this? You know, you're taking people's gold and going out and selling it. And he said, more than you.
6 News got involved after the Crossville Police Department called us asking to air surveillance video of the suspects from one of their businesses.
The best way for me to get the word out on that was to call up Channel 6 and ask you to do a story for me, which luckily you did for me, and that put their pictures out and the story out regionally, and the next morning my phone was ringing.
Watching the video we aired, police in Maryville tied the same team to a $13,000 crime at Parkway Antique Mall. A business owner in Clinton made the same connection.
We saw the video on TV. On the 11 o'clock news, we knew that it was the same person.
As more victims connected, the stronger the investigation got.
The information one department had was probably not enough to make a case.
Tips left with detectives as well as our newsroom took officers to a motel in the Chattanooga area, where Bell, Carrington, and Buckner essentially admitted to a multi-state crime spree. These suspects are from the Georgia area. Right now, they are in the Cumberland County Jail. Some departments in these various states have already filed charges, and the rest are in the process of doing so. The crimes are believed to total a few $100,000. Live in the newsroom, Mona Nair, 6 News.